Here we go. Okay, so we're going to talk for a moment about marketing. And one of the things that I do throughout the 4-month program, and which I mention here a lot, is that I'm not the most knowledgeable person about business, but something I do know how to do from my NLP background is reframe stuff, which is give new meanings to stuff that carry unuseful meanings, more useful meanings for things that have unuseful meanings. That's what reframing basically is giving something a better meaning, a more useful meaning, maybe a truer meaning. And this is around marketing. So the first thing I want to say about marketing is that it isn't about selling or getting someone to buy. Can you all let that land for a second? Marketing isn't about selling or getting someone to buy. Marketing is about two things: offering value and or building a relationship and trust. And that means safety. So marketing could be your newsletters that offers value. It could be a free gift. It could be a talk that you give. This series is offering you value, yeah, and hopefully it is good marketing for you to consider the 4-month program. Yeah. If you can sort of see what I'm doing, I want my own business to be like examples for you around this stuff. And it's also building a relationship and trust. I think there's an impression around, you go to a networking event, you hand out a business card, and they buy your $4,000 program, right? Or they buy your $150 session. It sometimes works like that, and it's awesome when it does. It's so cool, But mostly we actually have to build a relationship with someone, which is why we have email lists, and we send information to people, and then it takes them 2 years to buy their first service from us sometimes, right? If everything is about getting a sale the first time someone connects with you, then we're going to lose a lot of opportunities to make sales. Building relationships and building trust. Now, I just want to make a comment that a lot of ways in which people teach marketing, it's not about building a sense of safety. It's actually about building a sense of, if you don't buy my product, you're not going to be okay. This is one approach to marketing that does not tend to work very well for heart-centered people. To increase someone's anxiety in order to get them to buy. So I want to invite, it's a perfectly legitimate model. It totally works. It just doesn't tend to work for us when we try and do it. Yeah. So instead, this is the version that tends to work. And it has 3 steps for the potential client, that is. The first step is that they move from not knowing you at all to knowing you. You are a stranger, and then you become someone they've heard about. Okay? This is putting up flyers. This is, having good SEO on your website. This is about going to a networking event and sharing what you do. Yeah? The second step is that they grow in knowledge about you and your service. Oh, you do what? How do you do that? How much does it cost? What usually happens to people when they buy your service? All that stuff. And deepening trust. Oh, I like this person. She's a straight shooter. She listens well. That felt good when I asked how much it cost. All that stuff. Deepening trust. She answers my emails. And then they become raving fans. That's eventually. This is the one that these are the people who set up the word of mouth and the referral sort of stuff. Yeah. What's really, really important is like that person on the first date who says, I love you. You're like, oh, can we take this step by step? Ooh, right? That's what it's like for your clients. And I think there's a lot of perception that we've got to get the sale, we've got to get the marriage the first time we meet them. It's not the way we want to think about marketing. Marketing is a long game, my friends, and you've got to show up for it. So if you find a wellness center around you where you think you have your potential clients and you're going to start putting up flyers there, do it for 6 months, right? And refresh the information. If you have a website, update it. If you like Facebook, show up and connect with people and don't just post offers about your events, right? All that stuff. It's about building relationships. The people who do really, heart-centered people who do really, really well, they're doing this. This is the model they use, okay? Now, the marketing funnel, yay! Other people call this by other names because they feel like we're squishing clients into a funnel, and that doesn't sound very nice. I like the funnel because it just works for me. The marketing funnel are different services and ways in which you market. So at the top are free and low-cost resources. Your newsletter, flyers, free events, things like that. For a lot of people, this is your free consultations, your free discovery sessions, whatever you call them. Yeah, a lot of people do those. Yeah. The next one is medium cost services. It may be a single session, things like that. And at the bottom is high cost services. And what the funnel means is lots of people are going to hang out up here, and then fewer people here, and then even fewer people here. That's why it squeezes in this way, okay? At this level, it's low commitment and low trust. So the person doesn't need to make a big commitment to you because they don't know you much yet. You want an easy entry into getting to know you better. Get on my email list, which, by the way, is they are giving you something. Please don't treat that lightly. It's a big deal when they give you their email address. We know in this day of spam, right? And overfull inboxes. Low trust at this level. My most successful funnel tool is every 2 to 3 weeks, I have a family constellations event in Berkeley. I've been doing this for 6 years. I have 2 clients who pay full price, $275, to have their constellations done, but everybody else can come for $5. This has functioned as my very effective funnel event for years and years and years and years. A lot of those people give me their email addresses. A lot of those people come to other events. A lot of those people become my one-on-one clients. A lot of those people end up getting constellations done, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? I stumbled on that, by the way, but it turned out in hindsight to be just a brilliant funnel tool. The second layer is high commitment. They make a bigger commitment, more money, more time from them perhaps, and requires higher trust. And then again, down here is really high commitment and high level of trust. Yeah. And just like not everyone is our best friend, not everyone gets here. That's fine. At this level, at the widest part of the funnel, you're going to have 2 or more ways people can get to know you. Now, notice here, I'm creating a structure for you to do some planning. Okay? All of you who are here, whether you're a beginner or not, I want you to be listening for where are you at in assembling your funnel, and where are the gaps? Where can you build it a little bit more? Okay? A lot of people start here in the beginning and then they drop it. And this is what leads to the feast and famine cycle in some businesses. They get, they do a bunch of this, this level marketing. They get a bunch of clients, they stop doing it, and then the clients transition out. This has to be ongoing, which is why you want to find things you really like to do. This is really, really important in marketing. Find the things you like to do. If you love Facebook, then use Facebook. If you hate Facebook, please don't force yourself to use Facebook, at least not now. If you like flyers, I have a friend, this is rare amongst heart-based people, but I have a friend who just loves networking. She just loves it. She's a genius at it. So do more networking. Okay? But you need at least 2 or more ways people can get to know you. And as your business is around more and more, you have more and more ways. Like I probably, if I actually did an inventory, maybe I have 20 ways. But I built that over time, right? Okay, medium cost. You have at least, for beginners, you want at least one of these, right? 1 or more services. These can be single sessions, small package of sessions, a one-time service like going in and feng shuiing their apartment, things like that, yeah? And then higher cost services. For those of you who are just starting, do not worry about this too much, okay? If you've been at it a few months, you might imagine what you would like to do for high cost services. Well, let's get the first parts of the funnel set up before you worry too much about, services that, people have to pay a few $1,000s for. Okay. Oops. Have to go all the way around. There we go. So I want to invite you to spend a little time asking yourself which parts of the funnel you need to work on the most. Where are the gaps? And it's something you can return to. If you've been in business a couple of years and mostly things are in place, but you're still kind of struggling a little bit, you might ask, how's my marketing funnel? Is there a piece I'm missing? And obviously, I want to be clear here. This vertical axis, I could have put more things in, right? So really cheap things, slightly more expensive things, slightly more expensive things, slightly, it's a bit more expensive things, right? So it's not just 3 buckets, but I just separated it this way for simplicity. Well, this course is somewhere right underneath free and low cost services. It's pretty low, but it's not dirt cheap. So it's somewhere right in there. Yeah. I've got people in this series who have known me quite a while, so they have fairly high trust, but I have some people, and some of you are like, you almost brand new to me. No, that makes sense for that level right there. Yeah. Okay. So,